Hello friends, my name is Esther. Welcome back to the channel. So in today's video I'm going to talk about the whole process, how to become a nurse or a doctor or a medic or a pharmacist in the UK. So I'm going to make this video because a lot of my friends are asking me how I did it, how I make it to work as a nurse in the UK. So I just want to let you know that it's totally doable. You can do it as well. So I'm going to be looking down to my notes, and please follow the steps that I'm going to give you. So step number 1, you need to be ready. You need to have decided that you really want to go through this process. So you need to allocate enough time, you need to allocate enough money, and you need energy. I'm saying you need energy because you really need the energy to study and prepare for your English test. Okay, so now that we have taken step number 1 out of the way, let's go to step number 2, the most important step of this process. So the English test. Before you can register for the NMC, which is the Nursing and Midwifery Council of the UK, you need to pass your English test. You need to prove that you can communicate in English because UK is an English-speaking country, so you need to prove your English skills. So there are 2 types of tests. There is Oet Test, which is Occupational English Test. This test is tailor-made for healthcare professionals. So if you are a doctor, you are a nurse, you are a medic, you are a pharmacist, you will have your own test that is individually tailored for you. So and test number 2 is Ielts, which is International English Language Testing System. This is a general English. It can be used for study papers or work papers. While OET cannot be used for study papers, it's only for healthcare professionals to work. Okay, so once you identify which test you actually want to take, you need to book for your test. So booking for your Ielts, you go onto the British Council British Council website, and then you log in there, and then you can create your account and then be able to pay for your test. So you can either pay for your test online, or the British Council will provide you with an account number where you can deposit the payment. And then after creating your online account, then you will then book for your test, and then pay for your test online. Okay, so for OET you need to pay for it online. If you are one of those people that are scared for paying online, then I'm not sure how you are going to book for your OET test. Okay, so and then, to be honest, I don't know how much these tests are costing right now, but the last time I checked, these tests were, OET was costing something like 7,000 Namibian dollars, 7.4 Namibian dollars, and then Ielts was 3.9 something. So you can just budget for like 8,000 for OET and then like 5,000 for Ielts. Okay, where to take your test? So lucky enough, we have a testing center in Windhoek, Namibia for the Ielts testing. And then for OET test, we do not have any testing center in Namibia. So you either go to South Africa or Zimbabwe if you want to do it in Africa. So you can do it in Durban or Cape Town or Johannesburg. So okay, what is the pass mark for this test? For OET, you need to obtain a B symbol in listening, a B in reading, a B in speaking, and a C plus in writing. You will understand this when you book your test, and when you are busy preparing, you will come to understand this. And then for Ielts, you need to score a 7 in listening, a 7 in reading, a 7 in speaking, and a 6.5 in writing. So you also need to know that you can club 2 different tests if they are taken within 6 months. Okay. Step number 3. Step number 3 is the test of competence. After you passed your English test, which I advise you to first pass your English test, because what I did my CBT first, which is test of competence first, before I passed my English test. But then this CBT will expire in 2 years, and then if you had not passed your English test, and then you will have to repeat your CBT. So CBT is a computer-based test. It's just a multiple choice questions test. There are 120 questions that you do in a period of 240 minutes. So it's just nursing-based questions, and this is specifically for nurses. Doctors have their own test of competence, which is called PLEB. Is it PLEB? Yes. And so you once you pass your English test, you go online and you book for your CBT, and this CBT is done through Pearson VUE. And then, lucky enough, we have a venue in Windhoek where you can do where you can take your CBT, and the CBT you also need to pay for it. Unfortunately, there's nothing for free, so you have to pay for your CBT as well, and it costs £83. Okay, so once you pass your CBT test, then you are ready to go for job interviews. You can look up for job. You can apply for jobs straight to the hospitals in the UK, or you can do that through an agency. If you get an agency, I'm not going to mention names of agencies here, but if you are doing it through an agency, the agency will find you a job, and then they will set up an interview for you. So once you go through an interview, once you have a successful interview, your employer will provide you a certificate of sponsorship, where they will sponsor you to come and work in the UK. So they are going to give you, some of the employers will give you 3 months accommodation. They will pay for your flight ticket, and they will pay for your visa. So okay, so your certificate of sponsorship, you can now be able to apply for your visa. So once you apply for your visa, actually before you apply for your visa, you go for a TB test, and then if you are TB negative, you can go ahead and apply for your visa. And then after your visa is approved, the visa approval normally takes something like 15 working days. So once your visa is approved, and then you can be able to book for your flight ticket. And then once you book for your flight ticket, you can fly to the UK, and then when you arrive in the UK, you will go through induction, and then induction and OSCE preparations. OSCE is the second test of competence. It stands for Objective Structured Clinical Examination. That will enable you to finally register in the Nursing and Midwifery Council of UK, and then you can obtain your PIN. This PIN will enable you to safely practice as a nurse in the UK. So that is the whole process. I know I cannot make it too long, so if you have any questions, please comment down below. I'll be happy to answer your questions. And please, for those who are new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so that you are notified every time I upload new content. And then I'll see you in the next video. Thank you, friends.